Natasha!
Hello! It's the pageant nerd here with my latest contestant and country profile for the upcoming Miss Universe competition. As an aside, does anyone know if this will be Miss Universe 2020 or are we skipping to 2021 like Miss World? Anyway, today I'm covering the nation that in sporting circles would be called the defending champion, the reigning title holder. Not only does this country have the prospect of its third title from the past 4 years, and another shot at back-to-back victories, it's also inspired debate about the unique selection process for its international representatives. Let's get right to it. Sani Bonani. While the likes of the Philippines, Colombia, and to a lesser extent Brazil and the USA have been consistent if not strong performers at Miss Universe over the past decade, in the last 3 years the undeniable standout nation has been South Africa. More on that shortly, but let's take a look at their overall history. South Africa competed in the very first Miss Universe in 1952, but has had 3 spells of absences, most notably between 1985 and 1994, when it was barred from competing due to its apartheid policies.
Third runner-up, South Africa.
Prior to that, South Africa was a regular semi-finalist, highlighted by its first crown in 1978, won by Margaret Gardner.
The first runner-up is Miss USA. Miss South Africa is Miss Universe of 1978. Come on down, Miss South Africa.
Their 1982 delegate, Odette Scrooby, dominated prelims and seemingly had the crown in the bag in Lima, Peru, but a mysteriously low swimsuit score on finals night kept her out of the top 5. I cover that controversy in another of my videos. Link is in the corner.
There's just so many people that I meet, so many things that I do, that my ideals are changing all the time. And
in 1984, South Africa's final year before the ban, Letitia Sneeman finished first runner-up. Had she won instead of Sweden's Yvonne Reading, one wonders if she'd been able to crown her successor in 1985.
From the gold capital of the universe, South Africa, I am Augustine Masilela.
Making a triumphant return at Miss Universe 1995 in neighbouring Namibia, Augustine Masilela made the top 10.
We would also like to welcome the host committee for the 1996 Miss Universe pageant.
And during the pageant, South Africa was announced as the host of Miss Universe 1996. But that never eventuated. Conflicting reports pointed to financial issues on one hand, and on the other, then new Miss Universe owner Donald Trump preventing it from happening. Furthermore, South Africa had just completed a successful 4-year stint as Miss World host, so the appetite for hosting Miss Universe may have waned. Since 1995, South Africa has placed another 14 times, with top 5 finishes around the new millennium for Sonia Rossetti in 1999, Vanessa Carrera in 2002, and Cindy Nel in 2003. Rossetti, along with Karishni Naika in 1998, Tanzi Kutsia in 2008, Tatum Keshwa in 2009, and Nicole Flint in 2010, managed to place at both Miss World and Miss Universe. But their absolute golden age at Miss Universe has been over the past 3 pageants.
Demi-Leigh! South Africa.
Well, I got a question this whole week. Do I have a pet lion?
South Africa.
So much personality from South Africa, working the camera and working this dress.
And Miss Universe is a woman that has overcome many fears and by that, she is able to help other women overcome their fears.
The new Miss Universe is South Africa. South Africa.
And I hope I can encourage everyone out there who's facing any adversity or any challenge to speak up about their story.
She is definitely crowning material. Look at the walk and the face.
It's a beautiful gown. Miss South Africa looks absolutely stunning, but she's having a hard time walking in this. You can see the issue she's having with her shoes.
Throughout my life, I've been exposed to both those who are privileged and underprivileged. And what I've learned is that we are all human.
The new Miss Universe is Philippines. South Africa.
Because of those women, I am here today, and it is now my responsibility to inspire others, to lead, to be the best. To pair up my singing, I like to self-affirm every morning. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, you're beautiful, you're capable, and you're intelligent. So this week I was listening to Brown Skin Girl just to activate that black girl magic. My dress symbolizes where I come from. It represents the brown of the sand and the blue of the ocean. I feel like I have South Africa with me on the stage. I grew up in a world where a woman who looks like me, with my kind of skin and my kind of hair, was never considered to be beautiful. And I think that it is time that that stops today.
The new Miss Universe is South Africa.
With an incredible 2 crowns in 2017 and 2019, and a first runner-up in between, South Africa is only the 3rd country in Miss Universe history to have 3 consecutive top 2 finishes, Colombia and Venezuela being the first 2. One of the keys to South Africa's recent run of success, not only at Miss Universe, is Miss South Africa's creative director, Vera Wessels. Initially an independent stylist and pageant coach for Melinda Bam, top 10 at Miss Universe 2012, but now part of the national organisation, Vera guided Demi-Leigh Nel-Peters and Zozibini Tunzi to Miss Universe glory, Tamarin Green to that first runner-up finish, and also Rolene Strauss to the Miss World crown in 2014. South Africa is indeed one of the big players in international pageantry, one of only 4 nations to have won both the Miss World and Miss Universe crowns at least 3 times each. And were it not for Catriona Gray winning Miss Universe for the Philippines in 2018, we may have had the first ever three-peat in any of the major international pageants. And those 3 queens are hardly cookie-cutter copies of each other, instead representing the beautiful diversity of the Rainbow Nation. Overall, the upcoming Miss Universe will be South Africa's 47th appearance. They've placed 24 times, an impressive 52% placement success rate from those first 46 attempts. 3 titles, as we've already covered, and 9 top 5 finishes overall. Now, let's have a look at their next contender. Miss South Africa 2020 was historic on a number of fronts. Its format had to adapt to the COVID-19 pandemic. Their reigning Miss Universe was one of the judges, and for the first time in the pageant's history, 3 placements were awarded on the night, with titles designated at a later date.
What separated us is what has always separated us, which is the socio-economic equality.
As a business owner, I know how many lives have been impacted through COVID-19.
So I believe that mobilizing people to strive for mental health would actually fix so many social ills in our society.
At the end of the night, Shudofatso Musida was crowned Miss South Africa, with Tato Mosele first runner-up and Natasha Joubert second runner-up. Nearly 7 weeks later, it was announced that Musida would compete in Miss World, Mosele in Miss Supranational, and Joubert in Miss Universe. This was a break from tradition. As you saw earlier, previously a lone Miss South Africa was crowned, with the intention of sending her to both Miss Universe and Miss World. This occurred consistently until 2011, but owing to a few factors, this eventuated less frequently thereafter. These factors included the recent scheduling of both pageants around the same time each year. And furthermore, in the past 3 years, South Africa's stellar performances at Miss Universe would have rendered their delegates ineligible for Miss World, as they're contracted to the Miss Universe organisation. So in 2020, and with the acquisition of the Miss Supranational franchise, the Miss South Africa organisation announced ahead of the pageant that a decision on who would go where wouldn't be announced on the night, instead only after careful consideration and consultation with the 3 queens themselves.
Natasha is the absolute cutest. She walks into a room and you can definitely feel her energy and her aura.
And so it's Natasha Joubert who'll be aiming for a back-to-back at Miss Universe. Natasha is 23 years old and was born in Pretoria. She has a Bachelor of Commerce in Marketing Management and founded her own fashion design firm, Natalia Jeffries. She's also worked in public relations. A former 4th runner-up at Miss Globe, Natasha competed at Miss South Africa on a platform of entrepreneurship and leadership.
I've learned valuable lessons in life. That's to never give up hope, to claim your destiny, and how to become independent.
A phenomenal delegate in her own right, and certainly a true contender for Miss Universe, Natasha Joubert was nonetheless named as second runner-up during the Miss South Africa pageant. How will Miss Universe respond to this? As I've covered in previous videos, neither Miss World nor Miss Universe are fond of first runners-up from national pageants being sent to their competitions, and typically expect a national winner to compete. However, it does happen on occasion.
Amazonas, Miss Venezuela 2010 es Miss Miranda Vanessa Goncalves.
And Miss World 2011 is Venezuela.
This might be the first time in many years, if ever, that a major pageant nation has sent a second runner-up to Miss Universe. We shall have to wait and see how this pans out for the defending champions. That concludes my contestant and country profile of South Africa for the upcoming Miss Universe. I'd be thrilled if you could support my channel by giving this video a thumbs up and hitting subscribe and the bell to be the first to know when I release new clips. I'll be back soon with another Miss Universe profile, but for now it's goodbye from the Pageant Nerd.